NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker the third. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
So this game, Charles, I mean, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And here's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing I was worried about when he breaks the body is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure is starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Throwing is Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Out right to Smith-Njigba. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. When they have the football, it will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. When you talk about this Seahawks defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
Buying time to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Left side, it's complete. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Now he'll try to run with this. Down the sideline he goes. He's on his way. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown. Here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here now, 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still pretty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Little read option, the end result, the 1st down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back there and throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. The surprise, that kind of was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Hurts. And a little floater there is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense. Coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Over the middle, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On second and goal, Hurts toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep for Walker. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. Second down, here's Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to add. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football. Nope.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. On 3rd down, to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Eagles 17. Anders Carlson to kick off.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. And now they're in the hurry-up.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. End zone call. Touchdown, Seattle. Kylan Granson from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Big strides, look at him go. And down to the 16-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
1st down, Philadelphia.
63. Hey, 73.
Looking to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Eagles 24.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
A gain of 17 yards brings up 2nd down.
Running left is Walker. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Nice little juke. And shutting the tackle, and now some room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it?
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. This one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Kwity Paye, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
22 yards. And an Eagle.
But first down, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example. That's caught at the 25. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. On second down, here's the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Mooney. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding Walker complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 22 yards there, a first down. Now back to throw. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Back to throw again. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you get contributions from both sides of the ball. And sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And an Eagle first down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Ayo, DJ.
They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems, they don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, they don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
Yeah, I ain't take no losses in a minute. Scored touchdowns through the critic. Came a long way from the trenches. Still be making plays in the trenches. I'm from New Orleans. I'm a saint, but a demon in my head. Yeah, I told him chill. Lil' bro still spinning like a fan. Lord on my mama. He been playing like this since he was in college. So fast like a rocket. Part of the reason they can't stop him. You don't know how I feel. Come from nothing, turn up quick. You don't know how I feel. Turn them losses into a whip. Yeah, treat the beat like 4 down, going for the dub. I ain't playing with them. QB to the RB, big 4-9 serving hand to hand. Real name Jamal Chase, he the newest goal with the people saying. I'm still in the field, ain't calling plays, Bill Belichick.
Yeah, where the ops ain't that the smoke. Kick it off, know we tryna scout. Too easy, I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag, I send him home. Hail Mary, I send him long. Another touchdown, hit the gritty on him. Gotta pull in they camera phone. H-time, throw the city up. I'm finna pick the play off like it's Xavier. When it's pressure, can't get out the pocket. Got the cannon on me, I feel like Brady. Chasing at the Lamborghini. We just barely getting started. Catch a play, I'm like Megatron. You don't know nobody that can guard it. You don't know nobody.
No problem, don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, they don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
What's the point of having if you ain't gon' use? She watch my games and play my music. I'm stuck in the game, I pray on lose. He changing my neck, keep giving me bruise. They don't want these problems, cause we ain't lose. I'm calling the plays, just gotta keep moving. Only option is win, cause we ain't lose. Get a name in this game, you gotta be proof. All I know is loyalty for my team is what I stand on. It's simple, I turn the corner when got a sack and put my man on. Like magic, everything gon' turn to gold, I put my hands on. Just bought another lot next to my crib for me to expand on.
They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, they don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
It's that ground breaking. When I pull up, leave the ground shaking. Guess they ain't think I was gon' blow, they be like, how I make it. Talking like they finna stop something, it's go time, let's line it up. I've been ready to mob something the whole time, my stomach growling. I ain't gon' pick up for no 100,000. I need a Billy tryna go and buy the public housing. Yeah, cut that stove on, my name hot like fajita plate. I don't need a break. Told my partner crank that to the meter break.
Race the P, who want it? No limit, who run it? Dreadhead, cool runners, GMF, good money. New whip, 200. Soldiers with me, 300. If it ain't about the money, please don't count on me coming. No, they don't want no problems. These problems gon' be problematic. Don't want no smoke or no static. I don't do no dramatics. Them boys faker than plastic. I tell them jump in the bag, cause I've been in my bag. Speeding off in the Jag, yeah.
They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame.
No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. So now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a beat.